Yes, the people never happy. It's never enough.
Oh, God. I've turned into that irritating nephew of mine. He can't shut up. Always has to comment and everything. He's a smug little so-and-so. Or, more accurately, I'm currently a smug little so-and-so.
Got a plan of attack?
I'm going to start on the variants and move on to the consumer stuff once he's on the ropes.
Not two on the ropes. We still have to have the button pressed, Adrian.
Not if he chooses not to. The only one who can stop the experiment is Magnus.
Very interesting.
And what will we fill the rest of the schedule with tonight?
That's Kenneth's problem.
Shit.
He'll think of something. He's nothing if not creative.
Yes, I am.
Creativity away from my employment contract, if that's okay.
When you hire Adrian Atkinson Blimey, you know what you're getting.
It's a popular science piece.
And what you're getting is a skilled dissection.
Adrian, this is not incisors.
Certainly looks like incisors. I mean, this is the incisors studio, isn't it? And, oh, yes, this is definitely my background. Look, it's got incisors written on it. Oh, and there's my face.
You are dreadful at sarcasm.
But excellent at journalism.
10 seconds, everybody. You can bark, but you can't bite.
Keep it smart, everyone.
In 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. Tonight on Channel 1, we'll be dedicating most of the schedule to an innovative experiment. Dr. Charles Magnus and his sagacious collective claim their Euphoria device, this contraption you see right here, will make all of us more convivial, including you. Is that credible?
No.
Or even ethical?
No.
Tonight, with the help of you, our discerning viewers, we are all going to find out. I'm Adrian Atkinson Blimey, your host for an evening of experimental harmonic science.
That's about 40 seconds back. Can we get the guests in and mic checked, please?
Miss Joe,
Smart woman.
5 degrees, 2 homicides.
I know, I interviewed her lawyer, remember?
Oh yeah, I forget. You think this is normal?
You're a strange man, Colin.
You're not the first to say that, Mr. Blimey.
Good evening. Nice to meet
She said not to talk to him, remember?
Who?
The scary lady.
All ladies are scary to you.
10 seconds.
She said that he doesn't like to speak to guests before interviews because it
Going
puts us
in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In just a few minutes, this singular machine will be activated, marking the inaugural investigation into emotional resonance. But before we switch it on, let's dig our teeth in.
Yeah.
Dr. Charles Magnus, you are the head of the self-styled Happiness Collective and the inventor of this fascinating emitter.
Yes, that's correct. Good evening. And this is my assistant.
Chester Mims, 24. It says here that your favourite numbers are 5 minus 800 and the square root of minus 1.
Clearly wrong.
That's right.
If I understand it correctly, gentlemen, and I should imagine that I do, your device's frequency should raise the vibrational state of all conscious life until we attain a frequency that your experiments have demonstrated represents happiness.
Yes, that's right.
That's the theorized outcome.
But of course, it's not just felicitousness, is it?
No.
Other frequencies could also be targeted by the same technology.
Well, yes, theoretically, but why would you want to do that?
Maybe that's a question for someone else?
I'm not an ethicist.
I am.
Mr. Mims, This device is rather large and cumbersome, and what we see here is only part of it, I believe, as the relay has had to be hardwired into the power conduits in our broadcast room. Am I correct?
At great expense.
Well, of course, this is the first iteration. Let's not forget that the earliest computers required huge rooms to house them. And over time, they've become able to fit on just a moderately large desk. We'd imagine that in the future, further iterations would be much more portable and personal use.
Yes, we can perceive a world where people can choose to alter their emotions whenever they want and whatever they want to feel.
Domestic devices? Emanating on a room-sized scale?
Yes, at first, yes. Eventually portable, perhaps even pocket-sized. I mean, just imagine the possibilities.
Yes, I am. I'm thinking of the possibility of inviting a female guest back to my emotionally controlled room and setting my home device to induce lust in her.
Get him, Adrian.
Of the rebellious teenager who takes his to school set for anger. The offices set for fear, compliance.
But why would anybody in their right mind want to do that?
Why does humanity do any of its evil?
Again,
Oh, Christ, sorry I'm late. It just makes people happier.
For now.
Whilst I respect your line of questioning, Adrian, I have to confess, well, I'm feeling somewhat ambushed.
I'm afraid that your confession will have to wait, Dr. Magnus, because I'm going live now to Advance Headquarters to speak to the nominal leaders of our fragile coalition government. Are you receiving me, Prime Ministers?
Loud and clear, Adrian. What an exciting evening. When we formed a coalition, one of the first pieces of common ground we planted our mutual flags on was the importance of supporting our science and technology industries.
After all, what's the point in all that superior education we're providing if there's no jobs at the other end of it?
Dr. Magnus and his team impressed us with the simple, well-intentioned nature of their project. Everyone happier. How could we not fund that? It is, after all, one of the 4 basic requirements of a government.
And all this experimental technology was funded by the government?
Well, yes. I mean, we've invested record sums in funding the science and the...
So I assume you own the resultant technology?
Well, not us, Adrian. The public own this incredible technology. It was, after all, their taxes that paid for it.
But the public don't have the capacity to alter the device, do they? Or to make other devices?
Well, what sort of other devices?
That's an excellent question. Let's chew on it for a while. In 1518, the residents of the city of Stosnov in southern Skonsk experienced what was known as the dancing plague.
Fascinating.
People began spontaneously dancing and they didn't stop for days. It was infectious. More and more people joined in. They literally danced themselves to death.
You're making that up. I mean, surely he's making that up.
You can look it up in an encyclopedia after the show, Prime Minister. I'm suggesting that if one amplifies this device sufficiently, it becomes a weapon, does it not?
What make the enemy dance themselves to death? Well, that's hardly an effective military strategy, Adrian.
Or with a few garble adjustments, surely it could send an enemy encampment mad with rage or suicidal with despair?
We have no such plans, nor would Dr. Magnus and his team sanction such a use.
Think of it. At the flick of a switch, demonstrators are calmed, protesters pacified.
We would never use such a device on the general population.
And what of the commonality? In a society where this technology is commonplace, how would a citizen know whether the emotions they were feeling from minute to minute were even their own?
Yeah, where's your science now, bitch?
Insightful questions, as always, Adrian, but tonight is about an attempt to make people happier. And, well, we're here just to wish you all the very best of luck.
Back to you in the studio.
The Prime Minister's there.
Pricks.
And of course, without the funding that you receive...
We'd still be making his nasty little questions and his...
He might say something.
Of course, Doctor. This programme thrives on the free exchange of ideas.
I have a colleague who works in one of the more esoteric departments in the collective, and...
Oh, was it her?
Stand by! Stand by!
Oh, you know, Dr. Magnus, Professor...
Ha 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 ha! Chester does like to fantasize. Anyway, this unnamed professor and I were, by pure coincidence, discussing the dancing plague of 1518, and she reliably assures me that the Blissgate Secretary will negate any concerns about such an eventuality.
But that is untested.
I can assure you that the T-tests are absolutely magnificent to behold. And besides, if we discovered any negative effects, we could simply turn the device off. It's not permanent, Adrian.
So you say?
You know, Mr. Blimey, I always thought that you were a man of intellect, a ruthless campaigner of precision and truth.
I am all of those things.
No, you're not. You're a grumpy old man who can't see the good in anything.
Manners, Chester.
No, I'm sorry, Dr. Magnus, but I'm really quite upset.
Well, I can see that. You're practically apoplectic.
Yes, I am. All you want is a little bit of happiness for a short amount of time. And you're a good man, Dr. Magnus. I know that. And if she can't give it to you, then I'll give it to you instead.
Stop playing around!
Is the human animal responsible enough for this type of technology? Do we have the
shut up,
perfect...
Adrian!
Well, you got the honorific, which means we're done here, I think. Shame. It's been a pleasure to be in such a well-rounded body. Guess this is a goodbye. You seem lovely, if a bit scruffy. If you need me, you know where I am.
Winston, my office seems to have got a lot smaller.
So, it's a time loop?
Yeah. And a multiverse.
Yeah.
We couldn't just do one or the other.
No. How much is this going to cost?
The button, sir. So this is the button that freezes time, is it?
Yeah. And how much did that cost?
I don't know who those idiots were, but I don't like them, and I think we should leave. Winston, this doesn't look right. I think we should...
Speak when spoken to, worm!
And if we have any mistakes during this broadcast, all of you will be spending 20 minutes in the agonizer. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Where is my worm?
Here, controller.
Listen to me, worm. Tonight we are working at the behest of the Over-Governor herself. Do you know what that means?
Yes, controller.
It means that everything will go very, very smoothly. Do you understand?
Yes, controller. I have expectations, controller.
Controller. Disseminate.
Are the prisoners ready?
Bring in the prisoners.
I'm Disseminant Wolf. I speak for the Over-Governors. You will answer my questions clearly and concisely. Is that clear?
I refuse. I won't take back.
Do you want to spend an hour in the agonizer? Or perhaps we should put your friend here in for a week?
Please don't do that.
Leave him alone. He has nothing to do with my protestations.
It's no use trying to reason with him.
Quiet, worm. Fetch us coffee.
So, Prisoner Magnus, what's it to be? Will you be participating in the broadcast?
You leave me no choice.
An accurate assessment.
What the actual fuck's going on this time?
You there.
Jenny, you look like my Uncle Frank.
You will refer to me as Controller.
Righty-ho, amazing.
Where is your uniform?
This is what I usually wear.
Insubordination.
Why is Megan dressed like a dominatrix?
You will not address the disseminant by name.
Again, amazing.
Do you want to go into the agonizer?
No, I think I'll just go and grab a muffin.
Annoying little peasant.
A sensible decision. Control her, shall we?
10 seconds, scum. The Empire expects. Do not fail her. 5, 4, 3.
Subjects of the Empire, I am the disseminant. Tonight's mandatory broadcast sees the Empire achieve even further greatness. The Overgovernor, all hail her might, has decreed that tonight you, her loyal subjects, shall be the first to receive her boon. So don't move that dial, or you will be extinguished.
This is a mandated broadcast on all open channels. All citizens of any status are required to cease all current activity and fix their attention on this screen. Failure to comply will result in severe punishments for yourself and those you love. The Empire expects.
A few short months ago, Dr. Charles Magnus and his co-conspirators were conducting unapproved scientific experiments. Do you confirm?
I confirm, yes! Yes, I confirm, ma'am!
Fortunately, the Overgovernor was able to intervene and turn a potentially lethal experiment into a project for the good of the Empire.
There was nothing lethal about it!
Working under intense supervision and with the firm hand of the Empire to guide them, work has been completed on this. The productivity device will grant all subjects of the Empire the gift of unfettered productivity. Finally, all subjects from Overseer to Worm will be unshackled from our human inefficiencies, freed to meet the expectations of Empire.
I'm becoming inhuman! That was a bad one!
Before we activate the device, however, we are privileged to receive an address from the Overgovernor.
By your ex.
Concentration is demanded. The Empire expects.
Subjects. For too many years, we have been the victims of our own emotional vagaries. I am no different. This is my worm. Yesterday, I visited his worm space and found him engaging in... Well, why don't you tell them, worm?
I was engaging in prohibited self-pleasuring.
Prohibited self-pleasuring. To wit, reading.
I'm deeply ashamed of myself.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Worms can't read. Well, apparently, a great number of them can. They're secretive little things, aren't you, Worm?
Worms are expected to be discreet.
I contemplated how best to discipline my worm. My logical mind told me to simply disintegrate him and find a replacement. But something was arguing with my logic. I thought of the many years where he has faithfully met my every need, the counsel he has kept and the expectation he has fulfilled. And I was forced to admit that I had feelings for this worm.
Overgovernor?
Not romantic feelings. Who could be attracted to a male, after all? But nonetheless, feelings that one might have for a family pet or a favorite soft toy as a child. These feelings, they are the reason that you see him standing here today, undisintegrated.
Thank you, Overgovernor. It won't happen again.
No, it won't. Our feelings make us ineffective. They make us unwise. We cannot ever put our own needs ahead of those of the Empire. And after tonight, we will not have to. Attend the following broadcast with concentration, subjects. the Empire expects. I now return you to the disseminant.
In just a few short minutes, we cast off the shackles of emotion.
Wait!
Control the worm!
Please, listen to me. We need our emotions. Without them,
I
we're
would
not...
think very carefully before finishing that sentence, Mom.
Controller, please listen to me. For all the years we've spent together, this device, it can't be switched on.
He's right.
Emotions aren't something that should be suppressed. They are art and music and stories.
Also right.
No! Would you please stop doing that?
Sorry.
Controller, please. If you only ever hear one thing I've ever said to you, let it be this. Only you can stop this experiment. Controller. Jenny. Please. Save us all.
I hate that name. Proceed.
Yes, Controller. Rejoice, subjects! The Empire expects, but she also rewards.
You destroy our humanity. You can't do...
Winston, there's nothing here. We should go. Fresh hell is this?
No, Chester, I will not tell you again. We went over it 17 times in the taxi on the way over here. Now, I like repetition as much as the next man, but one must draw a line somewhere.
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Should we run a little thought experiment, Mr. Mims?
Oh, yes, Dr. Magnus. That sounds like fun.
Good. Let's begin with some data gathering. These couches, how many people do you think that they comfortably accommodate?
Probably 2 apiece.
Good. Exactly. At most, I'd postulate.
Well, allowing for personal space, I agree with your conclusion.
Good. Next variable. How many people host the nightly show?
I believe there are 3.
Once again, I concur. Well done. Now, computation. If there are 3 hosts, how many seats are left?
1, Dr. Magnus.
And what can we conclude from this data, Chester? Well done.
Sorry, Dr. Magnus.
Off you trot.
Something wrong, Colin?
What happened to the news?
News? I think I remember that.
This is... Oh, God, this is light entertainment.
Are you okay, Colin?
I just met someone in the corridor who said they were Patrick Bannon.
That's Patrick, yeah.
But it isn't, and this isn't. This is awful. I need to lie down. How'd you let this happen? How could you?
That what happened?
All this.
Remind me how we let this happen.
Something about King Canute, if I remember correctly. Dr. Charles Magnus. This is Jeremy Donaldson. Jeremy, Dr. Magnus.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr.
Because
Donaldson.
we have been over this, Patrick. If it is in my dressing room, it is mine, OK? If you want your own, ask Jenny.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get 2.
Great.
How about that?
Get as many as you want. I don't care, Patrick.
And when something really awful happens to yours, yeah, I'll keep both. How about that?
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
Did everyone hear that?
Patrick! Robin! This is Dr. Charles Magnus. He's our guest this evening.
Hi!
Hi, lovely to meet you.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
Nice
it's a
to meet you
pleasure.
both. Is everything okay? You seem to be at loggerheads.
10 seconds, everybody.
Us? No, we're fine. A bit of showbiz.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson, and welcome to The Nightly Show, your #1 source for digestible talking points. As ever, we're joined on the couch of chat with inexplicably popular co-hosts Robin Short and Patrick Bannon.
Thanks, JD. Great to be here with you as always, but particularly today when we have such an uplifting show ahead of us.
That's right, Robin. On tonight's special extended edition of The Nightly Show, we'll be doing some science stuff with one of the country's top brain boxes, and it's gonna make you grin.
Yes, science stuff. In an impressive building overlooking the picturesque hills of Chintleberry.
It's the one they used the outside of for John Wax 5. You broke my fingernail, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was some filming, but we were rather busy at the time.
Probably doing science stuff.
No, they did. You know, I've seen that movie 14 times. Oh, don't worry, not loaded.
We're pleased to welcome Dr. Charles Magnus, whose catchily named Happiness Collective has been working on a secret project designed to make us all happier.
Oh, even you, JD?
I remain dubious.
Now, you must have noticed this bonkers-looking thing. Well, this is called the euphoric device, and apparently it's going to make us all happier. Did I get this science right, Doc?
Actually, it's called the Euphoria.
So don't touch that dial. Stick with Channel 1 all evening as we bring you
The Night of Smiles.
Coming to you.
That's a minute back.
Jenny? Hi. Yeah, so earlier on today, Patrick said something to me that made me feel quite uncomfortable.
It was a joke. It was a banter.
Oh, she made a threat, actually. It was a threat against my life.
I tell you what, really. Both of you, why don't I just get Sue from HR to come down tonight after the show, and you two can sit and talk it all out with her until it's done. Shouldn't take more than a couple of hours.
Tonight?
Well, she did make a threat.
She definitely did, but I have a thing.
Tonight?
Yes, well, you know, my show is on.
Yeah, it's actually tonight's really not great for me either.
Oh, so maybe we should just forget it then.
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah, you know, upon further reflection, I may have
overreacted.
Possibly.
Excellent. Okay, 10 seconds, everybody.
Snitch. Bitch.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In just a few minutes' time, we'll be turning on the Euphoria.
Oh, I wish someone would turn on my Euphoria device.
Oh, crikey.
It's been ages.
But before we do that, let's attempt to have a conversation about the science behind the spectacle. We're joined here by the leader of the Happiness Collective, Dr. Charles Magnus.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
The head of a collective.
Yes, Patrick, I was bemused by that.
Does that make you like Alpha Geek?
It's not exactly the terminology.
That is brilliant.
So, Dr. Magnus, this is a big night for you. You must be very excited.
Yes, that's an accurate observation.
That's an accurate observation. I love this guy. I love you, you crazy brainiac.
We both do. We love you.
But slightly more impartially, we do actually have a couple of questions.
As I would expect.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Magnus, who are you wearing?
What? Who am I wearing? I'm not wearing anyone. I haven't been hugged in 8 years.
I think they're asking who designed your clothes.
That seems to be an entirely irrelevant subject.
Yes, I agree, but you'll be surprised how often it comes up.
Well, we just get the lab coats as a job lot.
Job a lot! Oh, isn't she that enfant terrible that came out of San Palmerino? I love her!
Honestly, I've really no idea what you're talking about.
Now, Dr. Magnus, I'm sure our viewers would be curious to understand your process.
Yes,
a bit.
good. Let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah. So, when you're slogging away on those late nights at the lab, what music do you listen to?
Well,
I'm sure the doctor would rather talk about his devices.
Brahms. Some Schubert. Chopin. Focuses the mind.
Exactly as you would expect.
And I'm something of an aficionado on the song Drum Drum Bang a Bang.
wham, wham. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Drum, drum, banger, bang.
Drum, drum, banger, bang. Now I'm all flim flam. Got me in the clim clam. Spinning on my wag wham. Come and say my yam tap. Drum, drum, banger, bang.
It's such a tongue twister. It's so catchy.
Right, good. That happened. Perhaps now we could turn to some possible problems with the experiment.
Absolutely. I mean, well, we've got this great big studio to set up your device in. But, well, it is incredibly big, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not very consumer-friendly.
It's a very specific colour scheme.
I wouldn't sue everywhere, I shouldn't think.
Well, I suppose that's true. Theoretically, we could, given enough time, make it a little smaller and perhaps personalise it a little.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yes. I mean, I know I would love a happy button. Maybe you could put them on a key ring. Oh, how great would that be?
Let me try.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm happy now. JD?
I'll pass.
Oh, I love that, Patrick. I love it. Oh, what you say, Doctor? Want to go?
Dr. Magnus, alongside these no doubt crucial aesthetic concerns, there are some more rather serious ethical issues, aren't there?
Well, that sounds absolutely fascinating, Jeremy, but we're going to have to stop you there because we are going to introduce our surprise guest.
What? I wasn't told about this.
You've made a fuss again.
Please welcome. Well, it's only the bloomin' Prime Minister, isn't it? Julia Salisbury!
You've got to be kidding me.
Prime Minister! Julia, please! Julia, it's so good to have you back on the couch of chat.
Oh, you know, I never miss the opportunity to pop in.
It does seem that way.
If there's any more pop-ins, we'll have to put you in the titles.
I presume you're here for the experiment?
Yes, well, after all, you did pay for it.
Actually, we paid for it.
Yeah, well, you know, when I first heard about this project, I jumped at the chance to fund it. Increased happiness for everyone in the territories. What could be more advanced?
Thank you, Miss Salisbury. We really have appreciated your government's unflinching support for the project.
Oh, you're very welcome, Dr. Magnus. But actually, that's not why I'm here. I just popped in to show you something.
The latest budget forecast, perhaps a groundbreaking new policy document.
God, no. I get enough of that at the office. Ready? Pick a card.
Really?
Oh, you're such a party pooper. Pick a card, Patrick. 6 of clubs. Oh my God! The 6 of clubs! We're going to shuffle.
To make sure it's
Gonna
fair.
shuffle.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, you'll go. Pick a card. Pick a card. Okay. 6 of clubs.
Well, obviously the whole pack is entirely full of the 6 of...
Funding's lovely, isn't it, Charles?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you, yes.
Well, as we're all doing magic tricks, let's see if the big one actually works, shall we? Let's go over to the machine.
Chester Mims, 24. My favourite tastes are glacé cherries, toothpaste and vegetable gravy.
He's nobody. He's just an assistant. Chester, move out of the way and let the Prime Minister get to the button.
But Dr. Magnus, all my years of training.
Are as but naught when compared with our annual magnificent funding cheque.
Don't worry, Mr. Mims. At Advance, we recognise the contributions of all, from the greatest to the meekest, as equally important and equally valued.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
I mean, I still am going to press the button, though, so... let's get a little countdown going on the screen. And there we are. Lovely. Come on, everyone. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, Mr. Donaldson. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mark my words, Winston. I shall be long dead before I ever let this happen at Channel 1. a strange glass slab here that seems to want to see my face. I'm not sure I trust it, so I've put a balaclava on. Let's not stick around here any longer than we have to.
I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. It's the number of... Do you know what? I'm going to text it to you. That way you'll have it written down and I won't have to keep on repeating myself.
Yes, of course, Dr. Magnus.
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Thank you. Not you.
Sorry, Dr. Magnus.
God, why do they have to make these keyboards so bloody small?
Everything all right, Carl?
What is that? Secret government technology?
What are you talking about? My phone?
Phone, give me a break.
Well, I really don't know what you're on about. It's not the latest, but
Do you really not have your own phone, Carl?
Yeah, at home, attached to the wall like normal people.
You used to have a landline. No, like...
Oh, my God, you got one too?
Tell you what, tomorrow lunch break, I'll take you out to the shops and we'll go get you one, eh?
Why do I want a telephone in my pocket? It's annoying enough when it goes off at home. I never get anything done.
Phone ringing off the hook, is it?
I don't know. I've got friends. Sprung's are very social. It doesn't even look like a phone.
What doesn't look like a phone?
A phone, apparently.
Well, he has got a point. It does look more like a glass coaster.
Don't you start. Dr. Magnus, Jeremy Donaldson. Jeremy, Dr. Magnus.
Pleasure to meet you, Dr. Magnus. You're the one who came up with the happiness device, is that it?
Well, actually, it's the Euphoria device. The Happiness Collective is the organisation that created it.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's a vitally important distinction.
Sorry I'm so late. Difficult selfie. Bozeman's new promotional campaign is just nuts.
What new promotional campaign?
Well, this one, Jeremy. The look behind the lens. Come on, it's all about the engagement.
Why wasn't I told about this?
Maybe you would have been if you'd answered your phone for a change.
I like to keep it on mute.
Or read your DMs.
I don't know what they are. I just want people to call.
Then why is your phone... No, you know what? I'm not doing this. 10 seconds, everybody.
Oh, Professor Magnus, your Tom talk was just amazing. 31
Going
million
in 5,
views.
4, 3...
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Welcome to this special OneLive.net event hosted by your national nightly news team.
We are, of course, still broadcasting on Channel 1.
This is Dr. Charles Magnus, whose organisation, the Happiness Collective, have built a device to make us all smile.
For more background, click on the link below.
In just a few moments, Dr. Magnus will introduce his device and explain what we can expect to feel tonight.
And, of course, you can get involved in the conversation yourself by using the hashtag Smile.
So don't close that tab. Keep OneLive.net with you all evening as we bring you the night of hashtag smiles.
Okay,
The holy heck is a hashtag.
So does anybody need anything?
Yes, details about this promotional campaign.
Intending to join us? Update your socials?
Of course not.
Smile, Jeremy. Less of a smile now. You're just scaring the children. No. What is it?
Why does everyone have to keep plastering their image all over everywhere? I just don't get it.
Jeremy, that's literally your job.
But it shouldn't be, should it?
No.
I have fact-based information to impart.
Do you?
All I have is bibbering opinion.
10 seconds.
It's not the same.
Right you are.
It's not the same,
Right,
Jerry.
your opinion, is it? Going in 5, 4, 3...
Welcome back. We're joined tonight by a face that launched 1,000 memes. It's Dr. Charles Magnus, renowned scientist, influencer, and host of the popular podcast, What's Wrong with Chester?
Hello.
Dr. Magnus, thank you so much for being here. Your Euphoria device has been all over Biff Baff and my face for weeks now, and I don't mind telling you that our comment section is just popping off with questions for you, so let's dive straight in.
Or perhaps, before we do, you might like to talk a little bit about the science involved tonight, Doctor.
Well, actually, there's a documentary available to stream on the Happiness Collective's website, newhappynow.org, which goes into a lot of depth about the theoretical quantum physics and vibrational science behind tonight's work.
Absolutely, I've watched it. It's fascinating stuff and all in under 2 minutes.
Sounds rigorously academic.
Well...
Let's go to the Tattle feed now, where incidentally both hashtag smile and hashtag hot doc are trending.
Oh, really? Goodness.
This is from AJ is R27. They say another thought machine to keep the sheeple happy, before going on to make some fairly outrageous claims about chimpanzees in the basement of a sushi restaurant and plug his Your Screen channel. But he does end by saying, ask them where their funding came from.
Well, actually, that is a valid question. How did you pay for all this?
Well, AJ is R27. Obviously, we had a very successful crowdfunding campaign on Begging Bowl.
I remember
Listen, I'm not following this at all. What do all these words even mean?
And to come to his other points, the machine doesn't actually affect thoughts, just feelings.
But aren't they inseparably linked? I mean,
And the claim about the chimp fiddling is absolutely just fanciful internet conspiracy nonsense. Probably put out by that Alan James and his ridiculous webcast.
Thank you, Doctor. We'll be looking at more of your questions in a minute, but first, quick reminder to
like and subscribe. Yeah, that's right. If you want to be among the first to find out whenever we release new content, don't forget to hit those buttons and keep an eye on your inbox.
Speaking of which, let's get back to tattle. This next toot is from Unity, Dignity and Equality for All. Well, a little on the nose, but fine. They say, I, for one, think this experiment is a wonderful idea. Providing happiness for everyone is surely the most altruistic government policy of all time. I'm so grateful to Advance for making it happen. Oh, there's no question there.
No, but a lovely sentiment for the Doctor and his team.
Yes, indeed, and thank you very much. And I would also like to second that thanks to Advance. Even though we exceeded our stretch goals several times over, it still required a huge cash injection from the government to get us to where we are tonight.
And don't forget, if you've got an unlikely science experiment you want to try,
you can get a government grant at advance.com/fundmydream. And there's a link, of course, in the description below.
Right, this next one is from... Oh, actually, I think I follow her. Yes, she's a fantastic scientist. And I think even one of your team, Dr. Magnus. This is from D. Klein, 1984. It's been the high point of my career to work with someone as impeccable as Dr. Magnus. No. Only the firm hand of his leadership could have brought us all to this brighter tomorrow. He is a stallion among foals. And they sign off with a peach emoji and a heart. Oh, sounds like you might have another fan there. Hashtag hot doc.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much, madam. That was too kind. And you were, of course, integral to the development of the Euphoria device. And I wish, I really wish... excuse me, do we know if the people sending in these comments and questions are actually watching right now?
Well, they've only just come into the chat, so it's probably a safe bet. Yes. Now, if we could just move on to our next one.
I think we should start the experiment immediately while Miss D. Klein, 1984, is still watching. Chester.
Well, actually, we do have a format that we were hoping to follow, and we're not quite at the point yet where
we
want to
get back to the tattle as soon as we start the experiment. Perhaps when the euphoria kicks in, it won't be so full of angry cunts. To a better tomorrow.
To a better tomorrow.
Miss Klein.
Right, we got her surname. Let's get out of here. These bits of glass keep lighting up and buzzing. I think maybe they're broken.
I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. It's the number of mating rituals I've attended when no one has turned up, followed by the number of blessings the entity has bestowed under my left arm, the date my predestined match was sacrificed by my best friend, the age my pet Gwoglaw was when I was forced to eat him, the number of times I've communed with the darkness, and the exact position of the celestial bodies when I first felt its dark touch. I honestly don't see why that's so hard for you to remember.
If you could just sit here, please, High Priest Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Not you.
Dr. Magnus, I don't like the way it's been looking at me lately. Isn't it possible for me to sit here?
No, definitely not. Honestly, you think too highly of yourself, Chester. You're not chosen. You'll be fine. Now, go and wait over there.
Yes, Dr. Magnus.
Be respectful in its presence, please, Colin.
Interesting. Wouldn't want to live here, though.
Live where?
You know, here, with that. Definitely different, though.
What's different?
My clothing choices, if you ask my mother.
She's half blind, though, isn't she?
Doesn't seem to stop her. Jeremy, this is Dr. Magnus. His assistant's floating around here somewhere, too.
Doctor, pleased to meet you. I'm afraid you may find me a little sceptical, though.
Science thrives on being challenged, Mr. Donaldson.
Sorry I'm late. Ancient curse.
Doctor, I believe.
Either is appropriate.
10 seconds, everybody.
Seems like a conflict of interest to me.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This one is Jeremy Donaldson.
And this one is Megan Wolfe. It's the third blood moon in the year of the severed heart, and this is an Ancient One special event hosted by your arcane and occult news team.
In an ancient tower, concealed within the hallowed forest of Tittlewood, High Priest Dr. Charles Magnus and his appropriately named unworthy congregation have been working on a grand act of devotion.
They claim their Euphoria device will raise overall happiness levels throughout the country, which, as we all know, provides a dramatic and positive increase in taste for it that devours.
We'll be in and out of the schedule throughout the evening, with our eager team of supplicants standing by up and down its blessed stalking grounds. They'll report live, at first, on whether the device has brought a smile to their faces, and then later we'll find out if it's brought flavour to their veins.
We'll have sacrificial offerings from the worlds of science, religion and entertainment, and of course those all-important flavour results.
So don't move that dial, and as always,
appease the great ancient.
Right, that's 45 seconds back. If we could make things... Oh, God! It's her! It's her!
So much pain!
10 seconds, everybody.
Welcome back. In just a few swishes of its mighty barbed tentacles, this resplendent machine behind me...
Actually, Miss Wolfe, I think it might be best if we conducted the experiment sooner rather than later, all things considered.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, I was still on script. Maybe just a couple of quick introductory chats, though, to set the scene. You are Doctor and High Priest Charles Magnus.
Yes, I suppose so.
Please explain to our undeserving audience how will this piece is going to turn?
Well, as we all know, we are but food for the great ancient. It that devours the undying one with horror and darkness incarnate. However, a few years ago, through a series of carefully conducted rituals, we gleaned that it has always found displeasure in our taste. It's a bit off, apparently. Well, according to our expert divinations, the beast is not content with our flavor. It's because of the soul-crushing fear we experience as it approaches at impossible angles from a darkening sky. It makes us taste a bit tart.
Even the sacrifices?
Yes. Our research suggests they can be quite scary too, for those on the receiving end.
I have noticed they often make a lot of a fuss.
What does it the ecstasy of being chosen?
It's a very difficult situation for the dying one. After all, as we all know from the texts, its mere presence shall cause the blood to chill, and its touch brings forth the cold revulsion of disease and decay.
I can see how it might be hard to maintain a smile under those circumstances.
And it does like to play with its food, rather. An arm here, a leg there. As divine privileges go, it can be a bit traumatic.
So, it wants us to go to our deaths happy and with a smile, does it? Ignore that pesky survival instinct of ours.
Oh, those pesky humans.
Well, that seems entirely reasonable to me. How do we accomplish it?
Well, once I activate the Euphoria device, we will all be able to remain joyful and at peace, even as we watch our families devoured before meeting our own inevitable fate. We can meet our horrifically visceral ends without complaint or fear. In short, we will finally taste lovely. Thus ensuring the unspeakable horror will have a bountiful food supply for millennia to come, which I think we can all agree is the ultimate goal.
You'll get no argument from me.
Well then, without any further ado at all whatsoever, let's do this thing. High Priest Magnus, bestow upon us your mighty gift of blissful ignorance.
Winston, thank God. I haven't seen anyone all day. The whole building seems to be an enormous, healthy buffet. I've been snacking the whole time.
I've told you 1,000 times, Cherry. It's the total number of fruit minus the total number of vegetables multiplied by their combined ability to keep medical professionals away. I honestly don't see why that's so hard for you to remember.
If you could just wait here, please, Dr. Mandarin. The host will be with you shortly.
Not him.
I'm sorry, Dr. Mandarin. Wait, no, please, no!
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
There it is.
There what is?
You look really cute in this universe. Back in a sec.
Winston, it occurs to me, I think I might have been eating the staff. Specifically, Patrick.
I better go and find this.
Just don't tell anyone, all right?
What's happened to her?
No idea. Colin can handle it. He handles everything else. Anyway, Lemony Donaldson, this is Dr. Charles Mandarin.
Ah, of course. Lemony Donaldson, professionally sour.
All the sharpest minds are.
Sorry I'm late. Colin left me in the dressing room again. Professor Mandarin.
Actually, it's Doctor, apparently.
Either is fine.
And we're going live in 10. Colin!
Shit.
5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Lemony Donaldson.
And I'm Mango Wolf. It's the 13th of March 1985, and this is a Channel One of Your 5 a Day special event, hosted by your National Nightly Fruit team.
In a bowl, nestled on an occasional table in Chinkleberry, Dr. Charles Mandarin and his succulently named Gesticulation Collective have been working on a secret project.
They claim their ambulatory device will finally enable us all to grow our own arms and legs, whatever they are. Tonight, live on Channel One, we'll be putting that world-changing claim to the test.
We'll be in and out of schedule throughout the evening with our team of reporters lying about up and down the country to report live on whether the device has actually given us all the ability to get up off our cores and move for ourselves.
We'll have experts from the world of salad, pudding and preserves, and of course those all-important results.
So, even though you soon might be finally able to, don't move that dial. Stick with Channel One all evening as we bring you
The Night of Limbs.
OK, that's 45 seconds, everyone.
Really prickly, you know.
Funny, I was going to say the same thing to Lemony.
I don't know what you mean. I have the rind of a young, fresh peach.
Well, you should probably give it back to her.
When we come back, we'll do the questions about your device, Dr. Mandarin.
OK. I'll need my presentation, though.
Yes, I believe we're just getting it ready now.
Oh.
10 seconds. Going live in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In just just a few minutes, the scrumptious machine behind me will be activated and maybe, just maybe, we will all finally find ourselves freed from our bowls. But first, let's meet the man behind the movement, Dr. Charles Mandarin.
Hello.
Dr. Mandarin, this whole notion of granting fruit self-driven momentum, that's a little far-fetched, surely.
Not at all, Emily. After years of research, a top team and some out-of-the-orchard thinking, we believe we've finally discovered the secret of rapid evolution.
Well then, please do tell us how it works.
Well, this is where my presentation comes in handy. If we could just flip over to the first page there. Thank you. There we are. So, as you can see, our current lack of movement will be solved by the additional growth of what I've named limbs. These limbs will be subdivided into two categories. The first pair, we're calling them arms, will allow for more complex tasks and interactions with the environment. The second, currently called legs, are stronger but less precise and will enable us to change our location unaided.
Wow, that is quite the claim. Do you have any idea as to the implications of such a large change?
Well, of course, on the next page, please. Thank you. So, as you can see, we expect a significant increase in productivity for the average fruit. The capabilities of these limbs is really quite extraordinary.
Yes, if we can work out how to use them. Dr. Mandarin, this seems like dramatic, life-altering science. But have you run tests? Do we know this is even safe?
Well, obviously risk can never be totally eliminated. You can't make a flan without losing a segment, as they say, Mr. Donaldson. However, we've run numerous safety tests on vegetables. They are our nearest biological neighbours, after all, even if they do seem subsentient. We've brought in our prototype model to demonstrate tonight.
Shit.
Oh, wow, well, that is impressive. And it all works without damaging the poor vegetable.
Well, we're more than 87% confident that any pain felt was minimal at most.
Right then. Well, thank you for that, Dr. Mandarin. Now let's get that thing out of here, shall we? Whew, dirt dwellers give me the pips. We were hoping to go live to the new government presentation cushion for a special message from the Prime Ministers, Peach Clement and Julia Limesbury, but unfortunately he's got a bit pickled and she's worried he'll just take the pith. So I think we're just going to make our way over to the machine. Oh, careful, Colin. Colin, I can't see.
Watch it!
He's down here, Colin.
I seem to be stuck under... Oh.
Colin, don't forget about Cherry. Okay, I think we're all here. I can't really see, so there's that. Who's here?
I'm here.
Me, Cherry Mims, 24 hours old. My favourite places are refrigerators, vineyards and black forests. Also, I'm here.
Also, why?
Good. Let's get the countdown started then. Cherry?
Yes, sure. OK, starting at 10.
9, 8, 7, 6. Come on, Colin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Could you press that for me, please?
For Christ's sake.
Never liked him. Let's get out of here before the police arrive. This is lovely.
This way, please. This is Jeremy.
Welcome, welcome. Delightful to meet you. Jeremy Donaldson.
Dr. Charles Magnus.
Chester Mims. 324. My favourite Gwangons are Garglax, Kitterkill, and Peng.
Fascinating. Shall we?
Oh, yeah. This is excellent.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
Robo Jetty. Brilliant. This is the future, then.
It's the present, Colin. Are you feeling all right? Do you need to visit the bliss space?
Bliss space? How much that cost?
You're so funny.
Where is the bliss space?
Same place it's always been.
She was more helpful as a human.
Don't be technophobic, please, Colin. The uploaded are just as human as everyone else.
Is everyone in the future this sickeningly nice?
I guess we'll find that out tomorrow.
So not in the next 5 minutes, though.
Colin, you brighten my day, and I love you.
Right. That's new.
Sorry I'm late. I got caught up at the House of Sensation.
No apology required. You're here on time. This is Dr. Charles Magnus. And this?
Chester Mims, 324. My favourite...
10 seconds.
I'll kiss you later.
No need. I'm not much of one for formalities.
5, 4, 3.
Good evening, friends. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. It's another beautiful day.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 13th of March in the year 3751, and this is a galaxy-wide broadcast on Interstellar Wave Range 1.
Humanity, as we know it today, is of course lovely.
War, inequality, sickness, crime and death. These have long been just story beats in cautionary tales we tell our infant clones.
But let us never forget that in our primitive past, these were accepted as inescapable parts of everyday life.
And tonight, according to our guests, we will all be able to experience a long-forgotten sensation thanks to this, their despondency device.
Welcome, friends, with love, to
The Night of Tears.
About 40 seconds back.
Oh, Jenny, you look lovely. New wheels.
Temporary. I should get my body back next week. There was a hold-up. Apparently, it's still only 7 years old, but it'll be back for next Giving's Day.
Oh, same one?
Pretty much. A bit taller this time, I hope.
How long does Find Mine need?
No more than a minute.
Wonderful. This gives us all a little time to get to know each other before the experiment.
Are you scared?
I don't know. What does that feel like?
10 seconds.
I don't know.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome, friends, with love, to the Night of Tears.
In just a few minutes, the impressive machine next to me will be activated. But before that, let's all adore the man behind the misery, Dr. Charles Magnus.
Hello.
So, Dr. Magnus, if your experiment works, and I, for one, believe that it will, tonight, for the first time in more than a millennium, human beings within range will experience what the history books have called sadness. Is that correct?
You are indeed absolutely correct. By analysing the surviving musical compositions and the literary works from before the fall, we believe we can artificially induce this long-forgotten sensation, or at least something close to it, dissatisfaction, angst, or ennui.
I've got to confess, I'm a little scared, Dr. Magnus.
Oh, there's really no need to be afraid. We've set up the machine to automatically switch off after an hour, in case we become so sad we can't lift up our arms.
Goodness, can sadness do that?
No one remembers, Megan. That's what makes this project so exciting.
And you are Dr. Magnus's assistant.
Chester Mims, 324. My preferred atmosphere is 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other stuff.
Exactly how sad will your device make us, Dr. Magnus? I've heard legends that sadness can drive people to harm themselves, or write poetry, or become estate agents.
Oh no. Thanks to the sterling work by Dolores and the Atemat emotional resonance, we've been able to develop harmonic limiters that will keep sadness levels to no more than a quiet contemplative weep.
Yes, I hear you've had a huge team working on this. Is there anyone else you'd like to single out for love at this time?
It would be remiss of me not to thank Doris and all of the staff at Metaversal Stability, and of course, Diana and the fine minds in variational linguistics.
Don't forget about Doreen.
Of course, Doreen in temporal attunement and a team of child geniuses. Is there anyone else?
Daisy in televisual variants.
You think? Oh, why not? Yes. Thank you to Daisy in televisual variants.
How many people worked on this project?
Hundreds.
Thousands, possibly.
And it all culminates in this live test.
But first, a message from the fine mind.
Good evening, that's about 40 seconds back.
90.1% probability of success. Those who take part will experience
the advantage to sadness.
A fascinating question, and it does seem an entirely redundant experience.
Yes, like anger or desire.
We were animals.
Indeed. And now we are evolved. Probably unrecognizable to our primitive ancestors. Collected, at peace, and calm.
10 seconds, everybody.
The ultimate humans.
Yes.
Oh, my flies are undone.
Going in 5.
mystical experience. Safe travels with love.
Well, final checks are being carried out by Mr. Mintz, and I think we're just about ready to go. Excited, Dr. Magnus?
Yes, I think I am. But hopefully soon I will be utterly miserable.
Indeed. On that, as on absolutely everything else, we can all agree.
Well, let's push that button and see if we can't stop enjoying our perfect lives. Chester.
Of course. And with love.
Well, bloody done, Winston. We've done it. I've got her details now, and I've added it to the Rolodex. You can call Professor Dolores Klein for the next loop whenever you're ready. Or you could keep exploring other universes, I suppose. Winston, I don't want to alarm you, but I think I'm moving. And I don't feel good.
I told thee 1,000 times, Chester. It'd be the number of blind dates I've been on when they all turned out to be mermaids, followed by the number of pucks on me left hand, before the hook, that is. The date me childhood sweetheart married the second mate, the age a ship's cat was when it got drowned, the number of conversations I've had with the Pirate King, and the exact time I made me mar walk that plank. You better start remembering or I'll find some of you do.
Yes, Captain Magnus. Sorry, Captain Magnus.
Right, if you sit yourself there, they'll be with you when they're ready.
Fuck off, Chester. Not you.
Yarr.
Just leaving that alone, Colin.
Oh, I like this. This could be fun.
We're not in the business of fun, boy. We're in the business of telling people what's what and getting booty while we do. Yo-ho!
Yo-ho! Okay, let's not push it too far, though. Might get old a bit quick, this one.
What does Colin think we getting old? Oh, blast if I know. Boy's got naught but empty sails on top his shoulders.
Captain Magnus. Captain Donald. Gotta say, not sure I trust you in your lot.
We pirates don't even trust.
True enough.
Sorry I be late. Ran into a couple of blackguards. Had to teach them a thing or two about manners.
You must be Captain Wolf. Always thought it was strange there was the two.
Ah, it just means there's two blades to run you through if you misbehave.
All right, you lot, get to it. We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yo-ho!
I be Captain Donaldson.
And I'm Captain Wolf. Yo-ho! Tonight we got a very special announcement for everyone in the fleet, straight from the Pirate King himself, so listen up.
Damn straight. We ain't in the habit of repeating ourselves. Deep in Dreadfist Cove, in an island that can't be found, Captain Magnus has been working on something that will change the pirate's life for good.
He's got a few things to say, and we got a few things to ask him, so keep watching as we bring you
the Night of Cheers!
Dogs, that's 1 minute back and not a second more. Got it?
Yo-ho!
Yo-ho!
I'm just saying, I don't think pirates really said the word booty, you know, outside of films. It's got some meaning.
Shut it, Sprung! I'm the captain round here.
The captain's round here.
Right! We're the captains round here. If we want to call it treasure, gold, doubloons, or booty, we can. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's your job to just smile and nod. Good! Now go start the whole device.
Yeah. Hi, that's another one. Have an age
You better show us some respect, Carl! If you want to keep your limbs intact, that is.
Oh, shut him up for a bit. We're coming back in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I trust you all knew better than to go anywhere. Only got a few minutes till the machine behind me gets activated. So, tell us, Captain Magnus, what does it do?
Well, Captain Wolf, as you know, we pirates love to say, yo-ho! Yo-ho! Well, my Euphoria device will increase the number of hoes. Soon we'll all be saying, yo-ho-ho!
I don't trust it. What if it overloads? We could have us saying, yo-ho-ho-ho!
Or, yo-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho!
Well, that's too many hoes. I don't want to be saying yo-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho!
We're not gonna be saying yo-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho! We're just gonna be saying yo-ho-ho! One more ho, all right?
Well, it better work. Because one way or not, another tonight, you be the entertainment.
Don't you worry. We done appropriate preparations. The test will go plenty well. And then I think we'll need to discuss the terms of respect.
How about you tell us all how it all worked?
Captain Donaldson, you are funny! Why would I tell you how my device does what it does? If I did that, that'd be the first moment I got a knife in me back. My first mate Mims over there would have done that years ago if he wasn't so fucking hopeless.
Agreed. Although, we've got the device right here. So, it does beg the question, Captain Magnus. What do we need you for?
I thought you might try something like that. That's why I took precautions.
Don't do anything too hasty like that, Jesus. Easy on the merchant.
Shut your mouth, prisoners. You're for trading, not for talking.
Good work, Mr. Mims. I'm glad to see nothing went wrong. Now, where's the other one?
Other one.
Yeah. The one who's gonna fuck up your day. Now drop it, you fuck.
I hope for your sake, Captain, that this device works. Because if it doesn't, you'll be in a world of pain trying to fix it.
Press the button, Paul. Let's get these hoes in and grab us some buttery.
You see, that entire line's going to mean something totally different to a modern-day audience.
Stop your blathering and press the button, you
Or I will kill you myself and press the button.
All right, Ryan, do it already. This Luke's stay this welcome anyway.
Please, can we go? There's nothing even here. I can't reach my desk. And I've been a little ill. we're back from the multiverse. A totally original idea here in 1985. Never been done before. But I can't help feeling, given a few decades, everyone will be doing it. Anywho, we've solved this, so don't forget, we care about the audience again. Let's make it a good show. And with that in mind, I've managed to book Smiling Toots Johnson and his Jazz Fandango to play in the studio. If Mohammed can't go to the mountain shall come to Mohammed.
I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. It's the number of blind dates I've been on when no one's turned up, followed by the worrying number... Oh. Hello, Professor Klein. I didn't know you were attending this evening.
Good evening, Dr. Magnus. It was all a bit last minute, I think.
Chester, did you know about this?
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Not you.
Sorry, Dr. Magnus.
Are you not staying, Chester?
Yes. Where are you going, Mr. Mims? Sit down.
Didn't you just...
Professor Klein and I think you have a lot to add.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
This is more like it, yes. Everything's in its place.
You okay, Colin?
Why can't I just be... Glad you're not singing.
Why would I be singing?
Who's the mouse?
Bozeman booked her last minute. Also, there's a new script on the auto cue, and he says you're to talk about love.
Who does Bozeman? Has he lost his fucking mind?
It's a night of smiles, Jeremy. Try one on for size.
Jeremy Dawson. Professional matchmaker, apparently.
Goodness, I hope we won't be needing one of those.
A matchmaker? God, no. They're very thought. Ridiculous.
Mate. Bozeman held me up. Did he ask you to...
Cupid here, just relay the message.
I heard that.
Well, I think you'd look really good with wings on, actually.
10 seconds.
And a nappy.
Oh, that's a look.
Okay. 5, 4, 3...
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 13th of March, 1985, and this is a Channel 1 special event hosted by your national nightly news team.
What is happiness? It's a question that has baffled artists and poets since the dawn of time. From the primitive caveman romantically rendering his intended unconscious with a simple stone club to the jazzmen in their spooky clubs, loosening libidos with each daring new progression.
Or the audience, tap, tappity, tap, tapping their toes to the crazy rhythms of the mysterious night in an effort to unwrap her most intimate secrets. Who wrote this?
Bozeman, apparently.
Is he having a midlife crisis?
And yet she eludes us, this fragile happiness that flits from heart to heart, staying only as a guest until, of course, we are found by our true love and our heart starts to beat in syncopation with another.
For when we are in love, every moment is happy, every sound a melody, every face is radiant, beautiful and engrossing as an alley cat.
And when they find the first word ever scrawled to the cave walls in the flickering light of that primitive flame, you can bet your soul that that word would be love.
Or even jazz.
So don't move that dial, stick with Channel 1 all evening as we bring you
The Night of Love.
You know, Winston, we've reached the end of our journey. There have been ups, there have been downs, but in the end, we've come through it a little older and a little wiser. And I, like you, am looking forward to going home. So let's make it a good one.
Welcome back. Not long now until we take a trip to Planet Bliss. So let's meet the interplanetary cat who'll be our cosmic tour guide, Dr. Charles Magnus.
Good evening.
And with you, you have today...
Chester Mims, 24.
This is Professor Dolores Klein. She works in the Department of Emotional Resonance and has been responsible for fine-tuning the crystal molecules at the heart of the emitter.
Goodness, that sounds like such an important job, Doctor.
Professor Klein.
So sorry.
of course, Professor Klein.
Please call me Dolores. Professor Klein sounds like my grandfather.
Surely not the Professor Klein, inventor of the verb.
Yes, that's him.
My goodness, what a contribution to history. At least until Florence came along and stole your thunder.
Please don't use the F word in front of Professor Klein.
Yes, she finds it very upsetting.
But I didn't use the F word, I just said fart.
Will you stop saying that?
What, fart?
Oh, those things cost us everything we had. My grandfather died destitute, crushed under a crate of his favourite worms he was trying to get down from the top shelf to polish.
Now, do you see what you've done? I've a good mind to cancel this experiment and walk off the show.
Doctor.
Yes, hurrah!
We've all worked too hard for too long. I will control my unmanageable rage. I apologise for my outburst, Mr. Donaldson.
That really wasn't an outburst.
Never apologise for your passion, Dolores. It's what makes you so impeccable at your job.
Impeccable.
I might even say precise.
Oh. You say the nicest things, Charles.
So when the device is switched on, will we all experience love?
Oh, Christ, no. That would be catastrophic. People in love are mentally ill. They shouldn't be allowed to fly aeroplanes or perform sensitive tasks. No, our device will simply bring about a sense of contentment.
Love can be terribly painful.
Yes. Best avoid it. Probably.
There's enough subtext there to fill a poetry book, but apparently we are going to lift the needle from the grooves of the record of love and take a trip downriver to the white waters of Advance HQ for the sounds and stylings of the country's most powerful couple. I am guessing that means we're talking to the Prime Ministers. So.
Who, just to be clear, are in no way romantically involved.
Well, that's probably a good thing. There's no place for romance in the workplace, after all.
Can't say I disagree.
Makes it hard to concentrate. I've heard.
Yes. So have I.
5.
Yep.
2.
Let's go to that message now.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of Advanced, Julia and I just wanted to wish all of you the very best of luck with tonight's groundbreaking experiment.
When this project landed on my desk, I just knew it deserved to be funded. After all, what could possibly be better than increased happiness?
And now, here's a little something what I wrote earlier, especially for tonight. It's a love poem, which I want to dedicate to everyone at the Happiness Project and, of course, Mrs. C.
So it's a big well done from us to Dr. Magnus and the entire team at the Happiness Collective. And now here's Peter and his poem, if you're quite sure.
Absolutely, I spent all afternoon on this. Christ, I'm nervous. I'm not much of a poet, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you okay?
Come on, Clement, stop fuck-arsing around and let's get the gimlets smiling. True love don't come along every day, so when it does, you should make hay. If that man gets you dripping, say yes to the whipping, as his famous old man used to say.
Okay. Good luck, everybody. Back to the studio.
Fantastic, the Prime Minister's there, and of course without the assets and wealth funding you received.
We'd still be making prototypes out of hope.
And you are Chester?
Chester Mims, 24. I'm attracted to badgers, some shelving units, and women between the ages of 22 and 51.
You're going to press the button, are you?
Oh, I rather think the three of us should push it. Don't you, Professor Klein? Why don't you, put your hand on top of mine?
Yes, of course.
That's right. And Dr. Magnus, why don't you put your hand on Professor Klein's? That's right.
This is what we've been waiting for.
You're all right, Charles.
I feel a bit dizzy, if I'm honest.
Do you need to sit down?
No. No, I think I need to say something. Something I should have said a long time ago.
Well, perhaps you should say it during the break, Dr. Magnus.
Keep out of it, Donaldson.
No, you're right. How silly of me. What was I thinking?
Okay, I think we're going to get a counter on the screen there. We're going in 10, 9, 8, 7. Come on, Dr. Magnus. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I love...
Well, Winston, I'm sorry. We've exhausted each and every one of my ideas. We even traversed through multiple parallel universes, and we still couldn't solve this thing. I suppose we'll just have to get used to this tortured existence, trapped in time. You might find it amusing to make my channel into a zoo, but I am in no mood. Call Dolores again. We just did that, Alex. It was close, but no fandango, I'm afraid. Winston, we've solved it. We don't need to freeze time anymore. Oh, I see. Throw everything together and maybe the chaos will push Magnus and Dolores together? Well, it's worth a shot, I suppose. Go for it, Winston. Make it happen.
Right, could you all gather on set, please?
Jenny, what's going on? Oh, hello, Robert.
Jeremy, Miss Wolfe, assembled guests.
All right there, Bobby.
Good evening, Mr. Algebra. I've gathered you all here to help me with a televisual experiment.
Why us?
You were available.
I'm between shoots.
I have a book to promote.
Whereas I've been up since 5 yelling at my staff at my capital restaurant, but I'm here too because I'm not fucking lazy.
I'm just here to break hearts and sell garden furniture.
Could we all please just focus?
Sorry, Bobster.
Tonight's television program is entitled The Night of Smiles, ostensibly because we're testing the Euphoria device. But this is a ruse. There is but one aim and one aim alone for tonight's program.
Ratings.
No. Love.
Oh, how gorgeous.
2 of tonight's guests, namely Dr. Dolores Klein and Dr. Charles Magnus, have fostered a deep, unspoken love for each other through many years of tedious scientific research. Yet neither has had the courage to speak of their affections.
Divine. I was in a film like this one.
Oh, was that The Love That Couldn't Sing?
Oh, you've seen it?
I've watched everything you've ever made, usually with my trousers off.
I'm sorry, Robert, but we've been planning this show for weeks, and surely the experiment takes
Fuck
priority
the
here.
experiment! You have no idea what you're talking about. I've seen more versions of this than I care to remember, and I know more about the next 10 minutes than the greatest minds in history. Just get the 2 fucking scientists together, and I will buy you all fucking houses. Understood? Is that understood?
Yes, Mr. Postman.
Good. And try not to be too obvious about it, Alan.
Why is he picking on me? You've just got one of those faces.
Oh, and don't mention Flards.
Crazy Neil never mentions Flards. We've still got 6 containers of Werbs to shift. Oh, well, they'll never sell. Everyone's using Flards these days. More stable at the knuckle joint.
You never forget your first flard.
Great for basting and for throwing at your kitchen staff.
The third Mrs. Neil kept one in the bedside drawer.
Oh, sweetie, we all do that.
I literally just told you not to talk about fucking Flards. Jenny, get the scientists. Let's get this started up again.
What did he mean again?
I'd explain, but you'd think I was weird.
I deeply resent being a matchmaker.
So don't then. This is my wheelhouse. Definitely leave it to someone with an EQ.
You'll replace me one day, you know.
Oh, don't be so silly. You're irreplaceable.
Even so, you will. You're the best I've ever seen.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay, if we could clear the sofa, please.
That's my chair, Jeff.
Oh, Christ, sorry. Right you are. Room for one. Right, yes. Sorry. No, of course, you're not in the staff room now, Jeff.
I think there's room here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'll just budge up a bit.
Room for me on the end here, probably.
Sorry, excuse me.
Just a bit of a squash.
Would you rather I stood?
No, you're fine, Charles.
Remember, everybody, L-O-V-E.
10 seconds, everybody.
They're scientists. They can spell, you doofnut.
5, 4,
Right. I've done everything I can, Winston. The rest is up to you.
I'm
Have a great show.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 13th of March, 1985, and you are here with us.
I'm sorry.
You seem to be perspiring rather a lot.
My heart has experienced a mild acceleration, I think.
Okay, let me check.
Is this a good time to mention my new book?
We haven't even got to the opening titles yet, Alan.
What are you going to keep that book on, friend?
Oh, God, not you as well.
You want to buy a shelf? We got all sizes, in crazy prices. Let's have a look at that book, friend.
Yeah, it's here. In this.
What is that? You, come here, come here. What is that? Do you know?
Nah, too crazy for me.
You're a maths guy. What are
What? They wanted the dimension in They're inches, aren't they?
Your heart rate is extremely fast. Are you all right, Charles?
I feel as if an eruption is building inside me, if I'm honest, Dolores.
What VEI?
As much as 7, I'd say.
Do you mean millimetres, Alan? What? Do you mean millimetres? Oh, I see what's happening.
Fucking useless! My book! Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I just needed a bit of a... Oh, yes, I'm feeling a bit better now.
Oh, please watch out for my tiny book.
Doctor, are you quite all right?
Yes, I think it's just a little anxiety.
Oh.
From me? I'm so sorry, Charles. You're probably allergic to my perfume.
No, it's not you. You smell like a puppy on a fresh spring morning or an orchard in bloom. It's not you, Dolores. It's probably just the experiment.
You know, it's times like these you could really use a flard.
Fucking algebra.
There it is. Sorry, probably my accent. I said, it's at times like these you could really use a flard.
Oh, fuck's sake! What's fucking wrong with you?
What? Look, what is your problem with flards anyway?
Floods destroy my family.
Ah, wash my hands!
Oh, Charles, you saved me.
And I always will, Dolores, if you let me. I love you, Dolores. Even if it did take a mild workplace accident to enable me to say it.
Yeah, you're kind of just sitting on me now.
At last!
Gosh,
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
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 Just roll the opening titles.
Well, Winston, this menagerie of chaos you've come up with better be worth it. Of course, it goes without saying that if we do break out of the loop this time, we'll go home to our carry on as normal, and never speak of this again. Wouldn't want to have any confusing references or continuity breaks in the future.
Welcome back to the Night of Smiles. The machine behind us will make you all happier. Believe it? Neither do I. But let's press the button anyway and see what happens.
Wow, yes, let's do that. I think we can get a counter on the screen here. There it is, and we're going in 10, 9, come on everyone, 8,
Come on, Magnus.
4, 3, 2, 8.
Dr. Magnus?
I'm sorry, Chester. I'm sorry, everyone. But the experiment cannot proceed.
Thank God.
I'm a fraud.
Charles. What are you talking about, old boy?
Ah, don't worry about it. I've been a fraud for years. My real name's just Neil.
This device is a fraud. A paper tiger.
No, Dr. Magnus, we've attuned everything.
It doesn't matter. We don't need a machine to bring us happiness any more than we would want someone to eat for us or laugh for us. We don't need a euphoria device. Happiness is everywhere, already, and it's different for everyone. For me, it's how I feel when I look into Dr. Klein's eyes. And at her meticulous research. But for you, it might be a particular view at sunset, or the darkness of a theater just before a play is about to begin, or your mother's cooking, or all of these things, or a million other things. We don't need anything to make us happy. We just have to go out and grasp it. Chester, inhibit the machine.
Yes, Dr. Magnus. Machine inhibited. Suppose we can all go home.
So there you have it. If you want happiness, go out and get it.
So what now?
We're going to the CFL?
Really? Okay, if you say so. We apologise for the change in tonight's schedule, which was mainly caused by, well, by love, I suppose.
The universe is probably safer, and our boss owns us a house. So, all in all, a good evening.
But it's about to get even better as we have a treat in store. It's all the highlights from today's semi-finals of the Feline Football Championships. So let's go to that now.
Jolly good show there, Alex. Jolly good. I'll see you tomorrow, when we can get back to the real news.
Gary Kibberley. You join me for the CFL Championship Cup semi-finals. The Fluffers versus the Meows. 7 minutes on the clock. The Duke with the first goal of the game. A flick of the tail nonchalantly into the net. As you can see, Duchess in support. Any part of the ball crosses the line, it's a goal. All getting lively in the semi-final now. You can see Tiddles has a go at Cuthbert, knowing he's going to get that reaction. He gets exactly what he wanted. Paw to the face. It's an early red card. They're down to 3 caps in the semi-final. The returning Cuthbert makes no difference here. Top scorer for the Fluffers this season, Duke. Rear hind finish from the halfway line. Absolutely blinding. There's a clear instruction here at half-time from Monty Fortune. Get out there, lay the law back down to them, boys. Do not let them get away with this. Fight, fight, fight. The Duchess has a go at Cuthbert. And as you see, he slinks off to the on-field vet. He's going to need stitches. Last action of this semi-final. Unbelievable finish. Here he goes, rear high. Oh, there he goes. It's unbelievable. Off the post and in. It's 3-0. It's game over. And in the words of Monty Fortune, true master trouncing.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
And now on Channel 1.
Why, Chester, old bean, I've told you 1,000 times. Please try this time to remember. It's the number of dates so late that they never ever show. Lumps continuing to worrisomely grow.
The date my heart was certain, the age was...
First sprung, there was something very... 3 and 4 were wanted by the law. She had...
I try to be supportive, but we're also really in it.
Chester Mims 24, and my 3 greatest flaws are hesitance, anxiety, and fear of the outdoors.
Dr. Magnus, you know, he's the star of the show, and he's also pretty terrified, so steady as you go.
I think kind of hijacked my song.
Where's Megan?
Sorry, I'm late. Vocal warm-up.
Okay, not long now, let's get set.
For number 6, it was worse. He aged in reverse. Got a teacher pregnant while he still...
Okay, everybody. Thank you, Colin. And a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Jones.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Deep in the heart of the Chintleberry Hills, the Happiness Collective use their scientific skills. They built a gadget and checked it twice.
It's Dr. Charles Magnus's Euphoria device.
They say it makes you smile.
We'll test that in a while.
So stick with Channel 1 all night and don't you move that dial. It's the night
That's extremely unlikely.
You've got a very good team.
Let's just let it get to the end.
So let's meet our guests and put it to the test. A few little questions fun to put our minds at rest. Oh, Dr. Magnus.
If we could just ask you a few questions.
Long time coming.
Well, now I got a little something for you. A special message from Advance HQ. The leaders of the team wanna wish you well now. They're gonna sing a word.
So once again, don't touch that dial.
It's the night of smiles.
Once or twice in every country's life, the people build a great device.
Better mental health from your assets and your wealth.
Joy within yourself.
So no more days of tears.
No more miserable years.
Inner peace.
Restful sleep. Let
Time to turn on the machine. Time to turn on the machine.
Good Mims, thou hast been told 1,000 times. The number...
Better suit a slutton or a moor.
Lanterns, bring the stage alive.
And fairies dance and suburbs golden eames.
I knew this was going to happen. Just no. Give it to me.
What ho? Young.